Marvel is about to break Spider-Man like never before, and it all starts with Hulk, the Punisher, and a total identity reset. Sounds insane, right? But if the rumors are true, Spider-Man Brand New Day isn't just a sequel, it's a seismic shift. This could be the moment the MCU finally turns Peter Parker into something far more dangerous and far more alone. But how exactly is Marvel setting the stage for this transformation? Let's first start with the big shakeup that makes this all possible. Marvel's handled Spider-Man with real care ever since Tom Holland first swung onto the scene. He's been fun, bright-eyed, youthful, that relatable kid you can root for. But after No Way Home, Peter isn't the same anymore, and honestly, neither are we. Now with Brand New Day, Marvel has the perfect opportunity to take Peter somewhere darker, somewhere more brutal, and judging by the title and these new casting leaks, that's exactly where we're headed. And speaking of casting leaks, Marvel might have just revealed its most unexpected and gritty team-up yet. We already knew Mark Ruffalo's Hulk was circling this movie, but now the hot mic is reporting that Jon Bernthal's Punisher is in it too. That's a huge shift, because Bernthal's version of Frank Castle doesn't play nice, and Marvel Studios clearly has big plans for him. Let's break that down for a second. Bernthal hasn't popped up in an MCU movie yet, but he did just come back for Daredevil Born Again, and rumor has it he's getting his own Disney Plus series, plus a major role in Born Again Season 2. So yeah, the Punisher's about to be everywhere, and putting him in Brand New Day, that's no accident, that's strategy. But what's even crazier is who they're teaming up against, and how that matchup might force Peter to evolve like never before. It's not just a win for Bernthal's character, it's a game changer for Spider-Man, especially if the rumors are true and Hulk is actually the villain this time around. Let that sink in for a second. Spider-Man versus the Hulk. That's not just bold, that's borderline reckless. Spider-Man's always been the underdog, agile, clever, full of tech, but nowhere near the raw power of someone like Hulk. So why put them against each other? Simple, to force evolution. This fight wouldn't just test Peter's body, it's going to shake his soul. And if anyone's going to help Spider-Man survive that fight, it's the one man who plays even dirtier than the Hulk. Enter the Punisher, one of the darkest, most violent vigilantes in Marvel lore, and maybe the only ally brutal enough to help Peter survive something like this. Castle isn't about hope or redemption, he's about getting the job done, and if that rubs off on Peter even just a little, we're about to see a very different kind of Spider-Man. That's what makes Brand New Day feel like a pivot, not just another chapter, but a total reinvention. Previous Spidey films were loaded with jokes, school vibes, and high-flying charm, but this feels gritty, violent, almost tragic. And honestly, it's not just the world around Peter changing, it's Peter himself. Peter's older now, that teenage optimism, gone. He's lost Aunt May, lost Tony Stark, and thanks to Doctor Strange's spell, every close friend he ever had, MJ, Ned, Happy, no longer remembers who he is. That kid is isolated, broken in ways that no suit or gadget can fix. This is the perfect time for Peter Parker to crack, to start throwing punches a little harder, to stop pulling them all together. That's what makes the Punisher a dangerous but necessary influence. He could teach Peter to tap into his pain, to use it, not forever, but just long enough for us to finally see Spider-Man get dark. And believe it or not, that darker tone might be exactly what fans have been craving from the start. Fans have been asking for this for years. They want to see Peter Parker down in the dirt, with street-level heroes. No more world-ending threats, just raw personal stakes. First fights in alleyways, bloody knuckles, no safety net. With Hulk and Punisher on the roster, the fan wish list is growing fast. People want Daredevil, Kingpin, maybe even more defenders sneaking into the fold. And with Born Again being built up in the background, now would be the perfect time to cross those wires. And it turns out the trend of teaming Spidey with major MCU players isn't just fan service, it's part of the business deal behind the scenes. There's a very specific reason these big names keep showing up in Spider-Man films. It's part of Marvel and Sony's deal. Sony gets to borrow MCU icons to boost interest, and Marvel gets a cut of the box office. Win-win. That's how we get Iron Man and Cap in Homecoming, Nick Fury in Far From Home, and Doctor Strange in No Way Home. So if Banner shows up in Brand New Day, it checks all the boxes. Finally gives us something we've never seen before. Spider-Man, Hulk on screen together, for real. And believe it or not, it's almost 10 years of MCU Spider-Man stories, and they've never officially met. Think about that, nearly 10 years in the MCU, and Peter Parker and Bruce Banner has never had a real scene together. Here's why. Hulk was off-world during Homecoming and Civil War, and in Infinity War he was fighting in Wakanda while Spidey was off in space. Even in Endgame, they shared the battlefield but never interacted, not once. So this could finally be it, the actual moment. Whether they're friends or enemies, still unclear, but either way, it's a long overdue collision. Now let's talk about the mystery villain and a major A-lister Marvel might be eyeing to play her. It's been rumored that Marvel is casting a female antagonist, ideally between 30 and 50 years old. That alone narrows it down, but doesn't give us much. Could they gender swap someone like Hobgoblin or Chameleon? Totally possible. There's even some buzz, and take this with a grain of salt, that Nicole Kidman is being eyed for the role. Yeah, that Nicole Kidman. She's already dipped into superhero territory with Aquaman and Batman Forever, and if Marvel wants star power, she's a massive get. But maybe the biggest clue to where this movie is heading is hiding right in plain sight, in the title itself. If you're a comic book fan, that name probably sends a chill down your spine. Brand New Day is from a highly controversial era when Peter makes a deal with Mephisto to erase his marriage to MJ and effectively reboot his life. Identity reset, new enemies, a totally overhauled supporting cast. Some of the standout characters from that run, Mr. Negative, Jackpot, Menace, Carly Cooper, any one of them could show up here, and honestly, they'd all make sense in this new tone. So who's behind the camera making all this madness happen? And what kind of vision are they bringing? Shang-Chi director Destin Daniel Cretton is helming the project, with MCU veterans Chris McKenna and Eric Summers writing the script. That creative team knows how to balance spectacle with grounded emotional storytelling, which is exactly what Brand New Day needs. As for the cast, Tom Holland is back obviously, along with Zendaya, Sadie Sink and Lisa Colon-Zayas. That lineup alone promises emotional depth and some serious dramatic firepower. If Marvel really goes all in with Brand New Day, we're not just getting another Spider-Man movie, we're getting the most dangerous, most emotionally raw and most grown-up version of Peter Parker we've seen yet. What do you think about Brand New Day? Are you excited that Hulk and Spider-Man are in the same movie? And what role will the Punisher play? Drop all your reactions and theories in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more updates. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.